Hi, my name is Jill. I am a healer and channeler through the archangelic realm. I should be going in that direction to move into my day, but I was guided to sit down. And I'm hearing to share some truth and wisdom. So I am guided to share the St. Patrick's prayer of protection, which I will do shortly. But the brief truth of St. Patrick's Day was that he was commissioned by his father, who was a Roman official, to go to Ireland and surrounding areas to remove those peoples, the groups of people that did not conform to the ideal of Christianity. And so those were people who were one with nature, were peaceful. They went into their hearts to hear their ancient wisdom through their soul remembrances, just like I'm doing now. And they were removed. And the Druids were a group well known. And often people think of them as dark energy, but I know that not to be true. They were wisdom keepers. They unlocked the keys to nature, I'm hearing. They knew how to commune with it. Their chants were not harmful. They were for, from, and of the earth. And they were essentially removed for not conforming to the new ideal that was going to move forward with what was spouted to be true Christianity, but Christ would not request that to happen, I'm hearing. And through Christ consciousness, all can be forgiven. And so we need to see the truth, and we need to know that we say there's all one consciousness and there's not duality because it's just one, all the things we throw around, but really there's duality within everything. And so this prayer of protection still holds truth. So we know that beauty can come out of tragedy, and not that anybody leaving this earth is negated. The loss of beautiful people is not okay. And we're in times now where we're losing beautiful people. I mean, this is fact. This is where we're at. There's fear-mongering. Not much has changed. It's going to change. It's about to change. But before it changes, everything has to fall apart. We know this. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes the discomfort of it. But we're at a change point, crossroads. I'm hearing a change point, crossroads. I'm clearing my throat, speaking a lot of truth. So I'm going to get to that prayer, but for those of you who are empathic and are holding the stress, feeling the stress, we'll just pause a minute. And many of you, as you are about to step forward with your truth and step out like I am, getting ready to bolt out of my seat and share myself in new ways. It's all coming. But when you share your authenticity, there is that fear of persecution, that fear of being that druid who doesn't belong, but that's not where we're at right now. We are at a place where we must all speak our truths. And as I'm saying this, I'm using light language. So, yes, Light language is any movement, any heart-centered movement that shifts in energy. So I'm shifting the energy where I was speaking the dark truth because it is dark, but all creation does occur in the substrate of darkness. And I'm moving us through that, transmuting us into a place of peace. And I can see green coming through. I believe that's Archangel Raphael coming in. See it in the screen. So Raphael's coming in from the east, as he always does. So feel that green energy move down through your body, through your head, calming both hemispheres of the brain, through the center line of the body, clearing the chakras, which are really just our universal way of communication, our way to hear and receive from the universe. And now I'm going to read the St. Patrick's Day prayer as soon as I get my glasses on. Have to see the truth to read it. So I will read these words and then exit. Clearing the throat again. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through the belief in the threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. I arise today through the strength of heaven, the light of the sun, the radiance of the moon, the splendor of fire, the speed of lightning, the swiftness of wind, the depth of the sea, the stability of the earth, the firmness of rock. I rise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's word to speak for me, God's hand to guard me, God's shield to protect me, God's host to save me from snares of devils, from temptations of vices, from everyone who should wish me ill far and near. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right, Christ on my left, Christ when I lie down, Christ when I sit down, Christ when I arise. Just feeling. Behind me I have a painting that holds the image of Yeshua reaching his hands in it only in certain light, and I can feel Yeshua's hands touching my shoulders. So feel that peace in your shoulders, that place where we all need to surrender, and feel Christ in the heart of every man who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks of me, Christ in every eye that sees me, and Christ in every ear that hears me. And with that, I bless your day. I can always be found for virtual sessions. The link will be above.